guys, DBZonny #1 here, and today, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen, I am here not only to announce that the winner of the Who Would Win vote was Master Chief versus Captain America, but to also celebrate hitting over 340 subscribers. Well, not over, currently just 340, so yay! Awesomeness! So, I'm happy. That's good. Hopefully, let's get to 350 or maybe 360, which I play most of my games on. But anywho, besides that, let's get on with the video, shall we? Now then, on this episode of Who Will Win, as you know, it's Master Chief versus Captain America, and as I always do, I go by stats. But first, let's tell the origin story. And I think I'll start with possibly everyone's favorite, the Star-Spangled Man, Captain America. Born Steve Stevenson Rogers in Brooklyn, New York, USA. He grew as the son of a soldier and a nurse of war. Steve wanted nothing but to become a soldier and serve his country. One day, he finally got his wish from a doctor who said he can make him a soldier, but he was really going to be used as an experiment, as a super soldier. The test was at first thought to be a failure, but then turned out to be a success. And now to this day, sorry, wording all wrong, and then from out of that capsule, or liquid pool, depending on how you want to look at how it worked, but out of that laboratory came out the man, the legend, Captain America. He then joined the army, using his indestructible vibranium shield to beat Nazi soldiers along with his friends, known as the Howling Commandos, especially with his longtime friend and already soldier Bucky Barnes, or other alias James Buchanan Barnes. On one mission, Captain America went after the Red Skull while rescuing Bucky, and then, according to the movie, I don't know what it was like in the comics, but anyway, he went to fight against Red Skull, and then as the Red Skull had the Tesseract. I'm probably gonna go off the movie alliteration of Captain America. And the Tesseract happened to be the Spaced Infinity Stone. In other words, it's the one that lets people or objects travel across time and space. Neato. And in doing so, while on a plane, the Red Skull was either dead or missing. Captain America had to land the plane inside the Arctic Ocean, and there he lay for 60 years, frozen and asleep. But then after those 60 years, S.H.I.E.L.D. found Captain America and awoke him from the ice, and he came into the 21st century and reclaimed his shield and his title of Captain America. Now Steve Rogers became a member of the Avengers and became the leader. And that's the story of Captain America. John 117 was a child born to Earth and had a pretty normal life, until one day the UNFC abducted him and put him into the super soldier training program. He went through rigorous training and then finally got injected with the super soldier serum. And at 14 years old, he was able to be a full-grown, fully trained Marine. And then he trained he trained nearly 10 years of his life becoming the ultimate super soldier. And then he was given a Mjolnir Mark V armor. Then he was frozen for about 2 years, then awoken. And this leads us into Halo 1. He would then fight the Covenant, beat the Covenant, fight the Flood, beat the Flood, find these weird Transformer guys, beat them, and lose Cortana in the process. And since then he changed armors, but he was still right. He got his ranks during the early year after the events of Halo 1 and was ranked Master Chief. The super soldier, who also left the UNFC and started a new group known as the Spartan 2 program, but even that failed, and John was alone, acting like an old hermit on a desert planet, is where we have him in Halo 5. And that's the story of John 117, aka Master Chief, to this very day. Okay, now that we got the origins out of the way, let's get down to the stats. Speed, techniques, martial arts, weapons, and I think that's about it, really. I don't think we need to say anything else. So then, if we're gonna let's get on with it, shall we? Let's go over Captain America first, and we're on strength. Now Captain America's strength is very controversial. People don't know how strong he is. Redbubble has said he can lift 1.2 tons, as shown in the comic books, where he was lifting these giant barbells that apparently weighed over 1,000, about over 11,000 pounds, which is, well, not 11,000, my bad, sorry, 1,100 pounds, which according to mathematics is about the same weight as 1.1 tons. But I feel like Captain America is much stronger than that. While that is still impressive for someone who's only just a super soldier, I feel like he's much stronger than that. In the series, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's this one guy called Danny, who, I think, no, not Danny, my bad, Michael, he pushed back this digger. Yeah, you know those things that move around those rocks and lots of dirt in construction sites? Yeah, he moved one of them back in what looked like only 10 seconds and about 50 meters. And he asked, did I beat cast time? And he said, nowhere near. Yeah, do you know how heavy those things are? A car weighs about 2 tons on average. Those things weigh about from 5 to probably 8 tons. So let's meet in the middle and let's say it was 7 tons. If that guy was pushing back 7 tons, about, I don't know if it was 50 meters or not. Let's say only 10 meters, and it looked like it took him 10 seconds. That's a meter per second. And then apparently he didn't beat Captain America's time. That means Captain America did this exact same thing and in less time. How much time? I don't know. But the guy said nowhere near. And when people usually say that, that means like they did much faster. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Captain America did that 10 meters, 7-ton push thing in about 5 seconds. So that means he's moving 2 meters every 1 second. That is freaking fast and strong. That's 7 tons over 10 meters in 5 seconds. That's some insane strength. Now granted, while that is just pushing, still, if you're able to push that much weight, shouldn't you be able to lift around about the third of that weight? Huh? Half of 7 is 3.5. So if I was to have an estimated guess of what a third of that weight is, I would say maybe 3.3. Or maybe 2.5 or something around about that area. That meaning Captain America can maybe, just maybe, thanks to my extra calculations, lift over 2 tons. That's still pretty darn insane. Now that's lifting and pushing strength, but I don't know if you talked about fighting strength. Now I know you're thinking, well, why didn't you mention these in some of your other past videos? Look, I didn't take it into consideration, or I didn't think it was that important at the time. But Captain America is a soldier first, but a fighter second. So I need to take in consideration how strong he is. Captain America is strong enough to Sparta kick a car right out of the sideways, yeah, on the side, and the car that he kicked, thanks to seeing it in Civil War, look like one of those cars that's meant to hold up about 8 soldiers and carry them out. Yeah, you know those things that carry like cargo or soldiers? Yeah, he kicked one of them just to hit a guy. Not impressive enough? Well, how about the fact that, but I've not even considered how strong he would have to be to hold down a freaking helicopter. Yeah, I've not even brought that up yet, but that's still not fighting strength. He's strong enough on average to maybe match people like maybe Spider-Man at the time, because he's only a kid. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, and around about the same strength as Bucky, maybe only a tad stronger. And if you remember what Friday said in Captain America Civil War, you can't beat him in hand-to-hand combat. That's because Master Chief is a master of hand-to-hand combat, and is incredibly strong, especially when he uses his shield in the mix. Anyway, that's mostly Captain America's strength overall out of the way. Let's move on to Master Chief. And I gotta say, Captain America is not looking up to par with Master Chief at the moment. Master Chief in the games of Halo is strong enough to flip a Scorpion tanker completely over from being upside down, and it perfectly, like he flips it so perfect that it lands on its 4 wheels again. A tank. And you see those, yeah, you know, Scorpion tank things that you play on in Halo? Yeah, those things look not only way more heavier than the tanks we have here on Earth, they're way bigger, slightly faster, and pack way more of a punch. And I don't know if it's made of a lightweight material the metal is made of, but I can still probably tell it's freaking heavy. And Master Chief just picks up that thing and goes whoop! So that's pretty darn insane. So I'm gonna say So I'm gonna say in terms of lifting strength, Master Chief is the stronger one, but fighting strength is very questionable. While in Halo, when you punch an enemy wearing armor, the armor breaks. Punch them a second time, they die. Depending on the person. Depending if you actually somehow properly landed the punch. For a brute, if you're planning to keep on hitting them with just your fist, I estimate it takes about 25 to 35 hits. I'm not surprised, because those guys are pretty darn fucking tough. But I digress. But if you look at what the aliens, such as the aliens that look like Arbiter, can do to a human, thanks to seeing it in Halo Reach with the swords, or with them just generally picking them up with their bare hands, they can lift up an average person with one hand, meaning they're pretty darn strong. Well, Captain America can do that as well. These companies lift them all. These people over their freaking shoulders, like their knees go over their shoulders. And Arbiter is around about 7'5" or something. Because if I remember correctly, Master Chief's 7 feet tall thanks to the armor, and Arbiter is way taller than him. So I average that Arbiter is about 7'5" to 7'6". He's one tall motherfucking alien. So if Master Chief can two-shot one of these big brutey aliens that can lift up a regular person over their 7'5" tall shoulders, then that means Master Chief is pretty darn strong in terms of fighting. And while it's still questionable how strong he truly is, depending in comparison to Captain America, but I would have to say in strength overall, looks like Master Chief wins this one by, no offense, a landslide. But now we move on to speed. Now this one is slightly more questionable. While apparently Master Chief can run 50 miles per hour, yeah, I still don't find that true in the slightest, for some reason. Then again, I shouldn't always take Death Battle's information as if it was a slice of cake. I should do my own research, but it doesn't matter how fast Master Chief is. With that armor that he's lugging around every day, I'm not surprised if he gets faster in every freaking game. But thankfully, Captain America doesn't wear very heavy armor. And according to, yes, again, Death Battle, even though I shouldn't really believe this, Captain America is 3 times faster than the world's fastest man. Yeah, you know Usain Bolt? Captain America can beat him 3 times over. And I can't remember how fast Usain Bolt is, but that makes that makes Captain America pretty darn fast. I shouldn't really be using Death Battle's information. I should really do more research. But Captain America is meant to be the perfection of human accomplishment with an added boost. So I somehow slightly believe Death Battle in a way. I don't believe him in the fullest because somehow he still loses to fucking Batman. Yeah, still find that one a little bit of a bullshit. But I digress. in the films we see Captain America run, he's pretty darn fast anyway. In the film Captain America Civil War, God, I'm gonna bring that up a lot. He's fast enough to outdrive a regular speed car, even the cars that were purposely chasing Bucky down. Yeah, you know those cars that were, yeah, you know how when people chase a person down, they tend to go like at full speed to make sure. Yeah, those black armor cars that he was running alongside with, yeah, because they were SUV style. I think they were SUVs, or I don't know the make of the car, but I'm gonna say the average speed of them was about 60 miles an hour at maximum. And Captain America was not only outrunning them, he was fast enough to just jump in front of one and make sure his shield crashed into the windscreen just so he can nick the car. Not to say Captain America couldn't keep up anyway without being on foot. It's just that Black Panther was somehow keeping I don't remember if Black Panther was keeping ahead of him, or he just said, fuck it, I'm taking this car anyway. So I'm gonna say Captain America is either faster than 60 miles per hour, or those cars were going just slightly slower because, I don't know, reasons. So I'm going to say Captain America is just probably faster than 50 miles per hour, which is pretty darn freaking fast. That's one fast person. Now I don't know how. Now if that is true, then I need to calculate how fast Master Chief is. To what I always see, Master Chief's fast enough to dodge missiles and machine gun fire, but that's because he's running against the turn point of the other person who's shooting. I've never really measured how fast he is, because there's never a freaking option for him to sprint in the old games. Seriously, never an option. I've looked really hard. There's never an option. The only way we can get into sprint is thanks to in Halo 4, where we get the armor upgrades. There's a sprint one, and while it makes him go pretty fast, it's only in short bursts. So I don't know how fast Master Chief is, but I'm gonna say on average he may be only between 30 to, I don't know, 40 miles per hour. And I don't even, for some reason I don't even want to get into fighting speed. So I'm just gonna say overall the fastest one here is Captain America. Captain America got a win. And I thought this was going to be a landslide to Master Chief. Guess not. Sorry, Master Chief, you're just a bit slow. But now we move on to techniques. Now usually I don't do this because techniques normally refers to like power techniques and that. But these guys kind of do have techniques. Master Chief is a strategist when it comes to battle, and so is Captain America. So I bet they have a few techniques or a few strategies up their sleeves. A little trick. Must be hard to get out of Master Chief's sleeves. They're made of freaking metal. Lol. Anywho, as far as I know, one of Captain America's favorite techniques is throwing his indestructible shields like everywhere, and it for some reason always defies the laws of physics. Like he'll throw it at a wall, and it should go the opposite way of him, but then it'll hit something else and return to his hand perfectly every goddamn time. It's as if the shield is alive. How that? I mean, I know it's vibranium, but it defies the laws of physics. It makes no goddamn sense. It makes no goddamn sense. It's so dumb. But but even though it's slightly dumb and the way it works is dumb, it's still pretty darn cool anyway. And Captain America doesn't really like to use guns, like, at all. He'll only use guns as a last resort. Otherwise, he'll stick to his shield as a main weapon. And he's almost always a straight up fighter. He always go, but if he doesn't have to fight, he'll either run or, I don't know, just not fight in general. But he can fight if he has to. One of Master Chief's favorite techniques seem to be use one gun, if that doesn't work, switch to the other, see if that works. But the most common technique everyone has in Halo is throw a grenade near your enemy, hoping to lure them closer to you or to keep them away from you to give yourself the distance advantage. And even though we never see him do any kicks in the games, I could swear he kicked a couple of times in some of the cutscenes of the Halo games. But it seems Master Chief's most common way of hitting his opponents as a technique is either hitting him with his gun and his fist a little, or straight up just hitting him with his fist. So yeah, that's that. So I can't really assess their techniques per se, because Master Chief could probably dodge the shield if he was smart enough. Either that or he doesn't really need to, because even though the shield is pretty darn tough, Chief could probably just catch the damn thing. I mean, it's the shield. It's not even heavy. It's pretty darn light. I mean, I could swear I saw other people hold the damn thing. I could swear that thing's not heavy. Didn't Natasha hold it? Yeah, she picked it up once. During Avengers 2, she picked the damn thing up on her motorbike. Pretty darn easily. So yeah, the shield's not even that heavy. Anywho, I'm getting a little bit off topic. But in retrospect, the techniques of these guys are pretty standard. Captain America either throws his shield or goes in fist swinging. Master Chief prefers to stay away from his enemies most that he can and uses guns to his advantage. Almost sounds slightly similar. Master Chief almost resorts to punching an opponent as a last resort, because when your enemies have guns that almost seem to never have a fucking limit, I've seen and looked, they seem to have no limit. They always seem to have a limit when you pick the goddamn things up. And it's completely random sometimes. Honest to God. It is. But it seems that both of them like to keep their distance with their weapons and only resort to fighting if necessary and if there's not much space between them to get a bullet shot on them. Or in Master Chief's case, a plasma shot. Even though bullets can kill him eventually. So in terms of techniques, I think they're both pretty darn even. But let's move on to the big boy. Martial arts. Now again, Death Battle's kind of helping me out with this one. But there is a clip from one of the cartoons with Captain America in it and Iron Fist. Iron Fist says Captain America knows Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, Karate, Krav Maga, and then Captain America says all of the above. and as we all know, he knows base. He probably knows. He probably also knows boxing, because we see him box that big bag full of fucking sand, which for some reason I feel like was full of rocks before he kept punching the whole damn thing, and that's why it was full of sand afterwards. But I also doubt that as well. But you never know. It's Captain America, and we see him always getting in the boxer stance when he gets ready for a fight. And again, Captain America Civil War, when he got back up after getting a beating from Tony, he got in the boxer position and said, I could do this all day. So that means that Captain America is a all-round, knows almost every goddamn famous martial art there is. He probably also knows MMA. But Master Chief, not so much. While he probably does know a few bits of boxing, but I think that's really about it in terms of martial arts, because sword technique is not technically a martial art. It's a different thing altogether. Well, sure, Kung Fu warriors use swords in martial arts. For some reason I don't feel like using a weapon counts as a martial art. While you can use a martial art around the weapon, it's hard to explain. But in terms of martial art techniques, I'm afraid Captain America has the advantage in terms of overall martial arts. While Master Chief may be stronger at fighting, Captain America is just better at fighting. But now we move on to weapons. Now I'm going to give them the bare essentials. I'm going to give Captain America his trademark shield, because you know I have to. And also just a regular 9mm pistol. For Master Chief, I'm going to give him his trademark assault rifle gun. You know, the one you always see him with. Like the one you see him on Halo 3 with. That cool gun with the small nozzle, and the big one which is probably a flashlight and looks pretty darn badass. Yeah, that one. And a plasma sword, because he needs a proper weapon. So now we're gonna discuss which one has the better weapon. While Cap could have one of the 9mm that Shield normally carries, that probably will be what he uses. But even those ones are standard issue, regular 9mm. While Master Chief's gun is a machine gun, not only does it have a range of 400 meters, the maximum capacity of 365 bullets. Yes, I've checked the capacity and I know how many it can hold. I think it's either 365 or 395. It never goes higher. Trust me, I have looked. And the standard amount of bullets in the 9mm gun is either between 9 or 6. Which is weird, because a revolver gun holds 6 bullets. So why did Deadpool's guns that he had in the film Deadpool only have 6 bullets each? Unless those were Magnum guns, then that would make sense. But in a standard 9mm, I swear guns either have, those bullets have 8 to 10 bullets. So yeah, who has the better gun? The winner, Master Chief. But who has the better trademark weapon? Now this is the question. While in the game logic, Master Chief's sword runs out after about 10 slices, or depending, because sometimes it goes in 5. Down 5 points. Words. But in proper logic, it almost never runs out. But even if it does run out, it almost does not matter. the sword is pretty much indestructible, and so is Captain America's shield. Now I don't know if Master Chief's plasma sword could cut through Captain America's shield. I have a feeling it could make, I don't know, maybe a little ripple, like, you know, like when metal gets exposed to extreme heat, it starts to like get like a small heat dent. I'm thinking that could happen, but I'm saying it's still slightly impossible for the shield to be broken, because that shield's pretty goddamn strong. So in terms of real indestructibility, Captain America's lasts much longer and doesn't have a limited use. But there are openings that can. But if Iron Man's suit, while sure it has an AI, could detect his fighting pattern, you think Master Chief could, because he's been trained in the army, and army people are trained in basic combat between boxing, wrestling, and forms of CQC. So I also have a feeling Master Chief might know them as well. So he could possibly just be able to, if he was smart enough, even if he doesn't have Cortana, he could possibly analyze Captain America's fighting technique alone. And if not, Master Chief can make an opening in the fighting style himself and stab Captain America with the sword. But then, because you know Captain America's shield is pretty useful, it's not that sharp at the end. Because I've never seen him kill anyone with the shield. I see him hurt people and shit, but I don't think I've ever seen him kill anyone. He might have killed a few people with it, but it's not a super effective weapon for killing. It's more like for stunning or knocking out. While Master Chief's sword is built for killing. It's made of concentrated plasma. So in terms of killing, Master Chief's the plasma sword is the winner. But in terms of indestructibility and last-longing logic, the shield is the winner. But who is the overall winner? While Captain America has been a soldier, was in the army for about 5 years fighting Hydra. I think it was 5 years. I can't remember. In and out 5 months. I don't remember. But then he was frozen for 60 years, and he's been with the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. for about 5. But he still knows his stuff. But Master Chief has been a soldier ever since he was about 10 years old. And has been through rigorous fights that have taken him years to overcome. But he does things. But he was took down the Alien Covenant twice in literally less than a week. That's goddamn impressive. And Captain America never technically took down Hydra. While he beat the Red Skull, he never truly took down Hydra. So while Captain America may be Hydra's thorn in his side, the Covenant just can't seem to win when it comes to fighting Master Chief. Master Chief has beaten them, beaten the Flood, and beaten the weird Transformer guys, along with their alien Transformer leader. With the help of a bomb and Cortana, of course. So while Captain America would be good with his weapons, his gun won't last very long compared to Master Chief's, and if Master Chief was smart enough to aim for the legs instead of the head of Captain America when shooting him, if he shoots one of his legs, Cap would be like, "Ah yes, twat," and then his head would be exposed. Boom! If headshot possible, and we all know Master Chief can do that. But if not, that'll leave an opening for Master Chief to be like, "Running, running, running, grab the shield, and kill Cap. There are many possibilities. Sure, while Captain America could also possibly be Chief, I don't think there's any weak points in Chief's armor that Captain America could expose. And I know for sure that Captain America's shield is pretty darn blunt. It's not sharp at all. So even if he was to force it down on Chief's leg or something to cause a scar, that would only give Captain America a problem, because then Chief would be closer and could pull off either a headshot or a stab, or hell, even snap Cap's neck. You know he's strong enough, and you know he could. Sure, while Captain America uses his shield more, Master Chief has more experience with the weapons he's been using. And even if I gave him, say, a shotgun, a regular pistol, or other weapons, it wouldn't matter. As long as he has that plasma sword, he'll outmatch Captain America every time in terms of experience. While Cap has gotten used to his shield, Master Chief is just more experienced. I can find many more ways to kill Cap with his guns, as his weapons are meant to kill. Cap's shield is not. So, in terms of usage of weapon, the only true mastery of usage Captain America has is with his shield, while Master Chief is mastered usage of every weapon he's ever come across. And in terms of experiences with weapons, Master Chief wins again. And with Master Chief's overbearing strength on Cap, then again, no. And while he may be slightly slower than Cap, his overbearing strength and equal knowledge of strategy will just give him the win. So weapons goes to Master Chief. And as it comes down to it, Master Chief is the winner. In the stats and everything, he is the winner. But as I always do, I need to take you to a world and imagine what a battle would be like. It doesn't matter where we go. If we take it to a UNFC base, Master Chief has the home field advantage. If we take it to an Avengers base, Captain America has the home field advantage. But let's put him in an let's put him, say, in a forest, and let him battle it out. While Captain America has more places to hide, Master Chief has fought in forests before and knows just what to do. Even with or without Katana's help, Master Chief has a sonar, and he can easily track down Captain America. And while Captain America will, and if they come to cross, while Master Chief will shoot Captain America more than Captain America would shoot Chief, even they'll eventually come to fist, head to head. And while Captain America will hold the advantage knowing more martial arts, Master Chief's overbearing strength and equal strategy will just give him the win. And with his better knowledge of using all the weapons he comes across, Captain America will just be overwhelmed by how good Master Chief can use his weapons and his armor and tech. And while Captain America will pull up a really good fight, in the end, Master Chief will either stab, shoot, or absolutely just destroy Captain America. He could snap his neck, break his back, break an arm. Hell, I bet even if he tried hard enough, even Master Chief might, I'm not saying he could, but he might be able to break the shield. But that's also the problem here. Armor. The only armor Captain America really has is his shield. Without that shield, he's got nothing. One bullet, well-placed stab, hell, even a well-placed punch could could really hurt Captain America, and Master Chief is absolutely covered in armor. Sure, while his hips, some of his legs, some of his arms and biceps, and even his neck is exposed, they're still protected by some kind of titanium lever. So if Master Chief was to punch against him, it'd be like punching Super Iron Man. Well, Iron Man was gold titanium alloy. Master Chief is wearing basically super titanium. There's a reason why it's called Mjolnir Armor Mark 7, which is the last Mark armor Master Chief ever wears. Is the reason it's called Mjolnir, because it's goddamn indestructible and tough as shit. It's designed to take plasma and bullet shots and make the person still go. And not only that, Master Chief has a shield of his own. His invisible shield that covers his body, and you know, the one that deteriorates and gives you a warning saying, "Hey, your shield's gone. Be careful. You're very vulnerable now." Yeah, that one. He has a electronical shield. And eventually Cap will lose his shield. And sure, while Chief could lose his weapons too, Chief will have way more options to kill Cap than Cap will to kill Chief. While Cap could try and break in Chief's neck, Chief is way too strong, and his balls are goddamn near indestructible. While Cap did survive falling from a tall building into water, down to a floor, and many other great falls, Captain America has never fallen from space. But you know who has? Master Chief. Master Chief has not only fallen from space just holding onto a piece of scrap metal from a spaceship, he survived a nuclear blast. He's also survived fighting an entire alien race, all on his own technically in the games. But if done incorrectly, not even the plasma sword can kill Master Chief in one hit. So I'm sorry, in terms of better armor as well, Master Chief just wins. And thanks to his better armor and incredible strength and equal strategy compared to Captain America, while Cap may be fast, his speed is nowhere near compared to Master Chief's strength. Captain America may be able to lift a car over his shoulders, but Master Chief can flip a tank, which is bigger and heavier than the tanks we have on Earth. Yeah, you know how a bus weighs about... Yeah, you know how buses weigh 5 tons? And a double-decker bus weighs 10? A tank apparently weighs between 15 and 25 tons. And as we all know, the tanks we have here are pretty compact, but the tanks we have in Halo are more stretched out and look way heavier. So I'm going to say on average those tanks weigh about 30 or 40 tons, making Master Chief much stronger than Captain America. 2.5 meet 40 tons. So yep, Master Chief just beats Captain America hands down. Captain America may put up a fight with his shield and martial arts, but Master Chief has way more options to kill Cap. So the winner overall, ladies and gentlemen, is the Master Chief. While Marvel's great first Avenger puts up a good fight, Halo's #1 Spartan is going to be the winner and the ultimate super soldier out of this fight. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment on who you think should have won or why probably missed out on. Also subscribe to join the Hedgehog Army /Nation today. Thank you guys for over 340 subscribers, and Also thank you for over 80,000 views, which I will celebrate doing a different video probably tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do yet, but I will do something special. I didn't want to make this a double special video. I just wanted because these things are really cool, I wanted for it to be for my subscribers. And these guys got the most votes on the micro poll. If I look at my micro poll right now, they got 91 votes out of 105 votes. Good lord, it's been the longest 2 weeks for this video to come. And also from now on, when I make a new micro poll, the limit will be 4 to 5 days, depending on how busy I am or something. But yeah, the votes are over, but look out for the next micro poll, which I will leave in the link in the description below, so you can vote for the next people to be in the next who will win. Also please suggest a micro poll for me to make. It can be almost anything, as long as it's sensible. I don't do because yeah, just make sure it makes sense, or is at least sensible. I don't do stupid votes. No offense to anyone who might. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you look in the description below for the link to the next micro poll. Look out for the next video coming out tomorrow to celebrate hitting over 80,000 views. Thank you for 340 subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. Stay awesome.